Hey guys, welcome back to Adventure Camping. Tactical Nut here, and today we're here to talk about the Phoenix Feather from Outdoor Element. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so let's talk about what you get when you order the Phoenix Feather. Now, first and foremost, this is a caping blade. That is its designed and intended use. I will run through, like I always do, the specs of it before I break down what I think of it and what I recommend it, all that kind of stuff. So first off, you have a D2 steel blade, a 3-inch cutting edge, and 6 inches pretty much overall. You have a 1/4-inch hex bit driver right here, if you can see that, and a screwdriver flathead at the tip, at the, well, on the tang of the knife. And so just so you see that, yes, the 1/4-inch driver, you could use this to tighten or loosen screws out in the field, around your house, anything like that. Now, it is coated, like, I do like D2 steel. It is a good tool steel. It has decent edge retention, and more importantly, very easy to resharpen, especially when you're out in the field. And as a caping blade, like, this is obviously meant to skin animals after you have harvested them, but it has a lot of other uses as well. I mean, you can use it in the kitchen in your home, camp kitchen, processing firewood, small lightweight tasks, obviously, because obviously this is a pretty small and thin blade. But I will say it's pretty impressive, because you could also, if you have 2 holes right here, you could lash this to a stick if you needed to, use it like a small spear. It is incredibly lightweight, so you could also run some cord through there and use it as a neck knife and just hang it around here. It does come with a pocket clip or belt clip. I will have more to say about that in just a minute, but yeah, overall, I mean, this is just a really cool, very small, lightweight, easy to carry knife. If you didn't want to use the pocket clip, or you didn't want to run cord through it and wear it like a neck knife, you could literally just stick this in your pocket, and it's so lightweight, you really won't even remember that it's there hardly. I mean, it's crazy when you get them this lightweight, but this high functioning, right? So, I mean, literally, like I said, using them around camp, or even around the house, like, this is awesome. It's meant to be or was partially designed to be a companion blade. Let me show you. I'll just pull it up on my phone real quick. Well, I had it pulled up. I'm sorry, I probably should have. I thought I had it pulled up. I guess aha, there we go. Alright, so this was meant to be, or initially designed as a companion blade to this one right here. And so you can also use this knife to remove the handle scales and stuff from this one, the Talon. So they can be sold as a pair and or individually, depending on your wants and needs. Sorry that I just took so long. I literally thought I had it pulled up. But pretty cool looking. It is coated so that you do not have to worry nearly as much about corrosion or getting rusty, anything like that. But like I said, D2 steel is a good, tough tool steel, so the edge retention is pretty good, or really good for a tool steel. But one of the best things about it is that it's so easy to resharpen. So if you're skinning an animal in the field, then if it starts to go dull, like literally just a pocket sharpener, few passes on it and you're back in business. When it comes to use around the house, right, you can still use it around your house if you wanted to, but mostly I would say camp kitchen, hunting, that kind of stuff and even processing of firewood. I mean, feather sticking, notching, it's going to be a breeze with this. You're just going to be limited on the size. If you had to baton some firewood to process it down smaller, you're just going to be very limited on the size of the sticks, logs that you can use, just because of it's a 3-inch blade. I mean, that's just is what it is. But I have found over the years that the more time I've spent outdoors, and this is kind of weird and crazy for some people to be able to get their minds around, the smaller my blades get. Because I've realized I don't need big blades. They're heavy, they're bulky. Yes, they can do more. They can process larger pieces of firewood and stuff. But if I carry a folding saw, like literally, this is pretty much the only kind of knife I would need. Literally. Because all I'm going to do is, you know, when you pair the two together, I can take down big pieces of, or big logs, big branches, stuff like that, cut them down to the sizes that I need to start a campfire with. But then anything around camp, if I had to do feather sticking, notching, you know, because a lot of times I will make my own tent stakes when I go out. So for all those kind of tasks, this thing is absolutely perfect. I'm going to cut up food at camp. I'm going to use it to open packages, the mail, cut cordage. It'll do all of those incredibly well. And so you don't need that large blade to get those tasks done. Now, I only have, and I will say this because I have to point it out, I have to be honest with all of my reviews. The only complaint I have about this is this right here, the pocket clip. I hate saying it, but, well, how about this? I'll show you. I've tried it with multiple belts, pants, pockets, all of those combined, but this is what happens every time. I push it down as far as I can go, it just comes right off if I did on the pocket. Now these are nylon shorts, so these are going to be really thin, but I have, with other shorts and pants had the same experience. I do have one belt, the Core Essentials. It doesn't go all the way over the belt, but the belt is thick enough to where it's the only one that I own that will hold the sheath onto the belt when I go to remove it. So if I have to make any critiques, I would say make this just a little bit longer, a 1/4 inch, and you'll be fine. It's just doesn't have enough strength to latch on to whatever you're trying to attach it to. Now, if you attached it to a pack and you had like MOLLE webbing on that, it will hold that. I will say that. It will hold on to the MOLLE webbing of a pack, but as far as my pants, my belts, stuff like that, it's just not strong enough or long enough to really get around it and hold on to it. But I will say this, not a deal breaker for me, right? Because how I've been carrying this has literally just been in a pocket or in a pack. Like I have not, since I realized quickly that like it's not going to hold onto a belt, that's fine with me because literally the way I'm going to carry it is going to be in a pocket or in a pack. Now, you could easily, as you can see here, you just have 3 screws. Take this off and then just make it an easier neck knife with just a little less going against your body. But other than that, like, this is an awesome little blade. I'm going to give a link to the description, in the description below. I think they run about 40 bucks. I got mine in a Battle Box subscription. I do have another knife from Outdoor Element on the way, or here, that's currently in testing, waiting for me to review. Like I said, I like this company. I got their paracord bracelet. I have 3 of their keychains. So I'm a big believer in this company and I really like this knife. I think you will too. It'll fit a multitude of uses, right? And just like I will always keep saying, oh, you even have your, just to point out, your drainage hole here in case it gets wet. But like I said, the more experienced and the more my skill sets have grown, the more I have realized that the larger knives are really not necessary for most people, or at least for me. And so something like this is awesome. And of course, if you're a hunter, this is really going to be good for you because, like I said, it's so lightweight, especially if you're having to backpack any kind of distance or whatever, lightening the load as much as possible. This is one way to get started with it. Alright guys, hopefully you like this kind of content. If you do, please hit that like button, comment, tell me what you think of the knife. Love it, hate it, indifferent, doesn't matter, just tell me what you think. Also, subscribe so you can keep up with the content as it's coming out. I'm typically trying to post 3 times a week, and so because of that, I need your support. And in the meantime guys, be prepared, have fun, check out Outdoor Element. They make some great